What's up guys? So today we're going to go over a few tips and tricks to improve your Cloud. So we'll hop right into it guys. The first tip I have for you guys is to use up smash, right? So in my opinion, the up smash buff is actually the biggest buff he received in patch 7.0. It went from being frame 15 startup to frame 12. So it acts a lot faster now. You get it 3 frames faster, and that actually makes it viable as an out of shield option to kill. So when people approach your shield, you can now actually punish them with up smash out of shield. And to do this guys, I hope you guys know this already, but you actually don't have to let go of the shield button. You just hold on to shield so that you don't have shield drop frames, right? So if you notice, shield drop frames, if you drop shield versus just doing it right out of shield. And this buff was actually huge, guys. It kills like 15% earlier. Sometimes I feel like it's even sooner than that. And if you catch them on platform, it can kill really early. Yeah, it's like, that just like sent Cloud off, right? Yeah, and the sweet spot on this also got bigger. It's a whole big chunk now on top and slightly in front of him versus where it used to just be like very hard to hit, right? Now it's a really viable kill option, and in my opinion, it's actually like the easiest way to kill with him now. Another reason up smash works so well as a kill move is because ultimate is just such a jumpy game, right? Everyone's always trying to jump into you, or everyone's always trying to do an aerial. So it's great at catching jumps and great as an anti-air to anti-air their aerial attack. So back air used to be his main go-to move to kill, especially since like limit honestly just isn't reliable in this game. Even limit cross slash doesn't kill really early, so back air used to be the #1 way to kill, but now I definitely would say up smashes. And I actually have like videos dedicated to just me getting so many kills with this damn move now. You'd be surprised how many times this has helped me kill every character, kill even heavies. So the next tip I have for you guys is to always keep an eye on your limit, right? It does charge faster now. It charges 5.5 seconds to full limit versus 7 seconds before. I wouldn't say it's as big a buff as up smash, not even close I think, but it does make a difference and does come in pretty clutch to save you quite often. So a lot of times now if you're off stage and you think you're gonna die, keep an eye on your limit. You might have enough to come back with it. So yeah, just keep an eye on your limit and use it for recovery a lot. I actually like to use limit mostly for recovery because, like I mentioned, I don't feel like limit is that reliable of a kill option. Blade beam, limit blade beam doesn't kill too early. Limit cross slash doesn't kill too early. And people fall out of limit cross slash a lot. It's actually quite unreliable. And finishing touch just doesn't work unless you get a really fucking hard read, right? So I primarily keep an eye on limit so I can use it for recovery. Yeah. So the next tip I have for you guys might be a little bit controversial. It's actually to pick and choose whether or not to Edgeguard with Cloud, right? So a lot of people think Cloud should exclusively stay on stage and ledge trap, right? Whether it's with like forward tilt read or just back air pressure here as they try to get up. And even like catching anti-airs with up smash. And yes, I do think for the most part you should ledge trap with Cloud, but I do think that there are situations where you shouldn't be afraid to Edgeguard with Cloud because he has a decent amount of range. He has a good enough amount of movement off stage to come back. And he has the tools, you know? So stuff like back air and Nair. He can actually be out here a good amount of times before coming back. Like how many Nairs can I do here, right? Like between back air and Nair, you actually have some good options. And even run off fair to spike does the job sometimes. It is a close window to make this back. Hanging on ledge like this, guys, is another great way to Edgeguard with Cloud. Even just drop down fair, drop down Nair, or drop down there back onto the stage is a great way actually to cover recoveries like Wolf and Fox and Falco, stuff like that, where you can just predict that they're going to come up and you just stick your blade out with drop down there.
Yeah, there we go. Nice. Yes!
Just make sure you're doing it to get back on stage because you're using your jump to do this. And even like run off blade beams, right? Especially with limit. You can snipe a good amount of people with it if they're not expecting it, and that actually does kill because it reaches so far out to the side. And if you do Edgeguard with Cloud, I do recommend having your back facing the opponent because you have access to back air and Nair. Nair works better backward because the hitbox starts backward. Sweet, reverse Nair. And it's just a little bit more disjointed behind him than it is in front of him. Like this won't hit, right? forward. But if you face backward, same distance, it does hit. So yeah, this joint is just better backward for Cloud's Nair. So it does work better to Edgeguard backward with it. You can come off here and threaten high, read their movement, and come back in. Threaten them, read the air dodge, and then throw out a back air right here as they come back in after air dodge, stuff like that. So for the most part, yes, stay on stage and ledge trap, but there are times when you should get out there and edge guard. It's worth the risk sometimes, even though his recovery is not too great. There are some things you can still do. And the last tip, guys, is actually to use his Nair. So I know his Nair has become a meme in this game. You know, it's like very short range and a shell of what it used to be in 4. But it does still have its uses. It works really well to like extend combos like that. It's frame 5, it is pretty fast. It still works as an out of shield option, especially against bigger characters. Yeah, so yes, Nair isn't what it used to be, but still something that you shouldn't sleep on. Because it does have potential to do pretty cool things. There we go. So that's it for this one, guys. I hope you guys found it useful. If you did, please do remember to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. For some more Cloud stuff, guys, I do have a basic combo guide that I made about a month ago, so do check that out if you want to learn more about the character and improve your game with him. Yeah, so that's it for this one, guys. Thanks so much again for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.